The EagleCreek Gear Warrior 26-inch 65-liter wheeled duffel. I was looking for a bag for a 2-week trip to Europe, and I originally bought the 34-inch version of this bag. This bag comes in a bunch of sizes. I reviewed the 34-inch bag. I'll put the link up above. You can check that out. And that bag is gargantuan. That bag is super crazy tall and will hold everything you have. And I realized that for the trip I was taking, I didn't need a bag that big. But if you need it, if you need to carry that much stuff, it exists. For me, I settled on this 26-inch one, which I think was record small for me for a 2-week trip, but it worked out perfectly. It went to 3 countries, a ton of buses and subways and trains and cabs and wheeling over cobblestone streets and through airports, and just the wear on it, no problems. I've taken on some domestic trips since then. Again, no problems. It holds up great as far as the wear. This bag, like I said, comes in a bunch of sizes, 34-inch down to 30, 26-inch, and one size comparison here while I have it. There's a 22-inch carry-on that comes in both a 37-liter international and a 39-liter domestic carry-on. 22 inches, you can see the size comparison there. These bags are both very light. This bigger one comes in at 5 pounds, 12 ounces. The dimensions on it are 15.5 by 26 by 11. And if you expand it, 15.5 by 26 by 12.5. Goes from a 65-liter bag to a 70-liter bag when it's expanded. Price on it is $269. I'll put some links down below. You can check that out. And the bag comes in 3 colors: Arctic blue, coral red, and jet black. I've realized over the years that I don't want my bag to look like everyone else's bag, both because I like to be a little bit of an individual, and at the airport, I don't want someone accidentally grabbing my bag, and I want to be able to see my bag easier. So I'm intentionally now getting bags that are not standard black colors. Also, I think EagleCreek, because it's not a sort of mainstream luggage company that you're going to go and pick up at a department store, I think that also lends to your bag looking a little bit more unique than some other bags, so I really like it for that reason. Let's have a look at the bag itself now, starting from the outside. First, the handles. There are a ton of handles on this bag. There's handles top and bottom, grab handles. There's one on the front here. You can pick it up this way. On both sides, there are carry handles. So whatever way you need to pick this up, you can carry it this way. You can carry it this way. You can carry it this way. You need to pick it up and put it somewhere. You can grab it this way. So a ton of ways to carry this bag. I like all the extra handles. The exoskeleton here is going to add to a little bit of strength to the outside of the bag. There's the hard plastic frame down the bottom here with extra large, extra knobby wheels. Again, I wheeled this through a bunch of cobblestone streets in Italy, and it did fine bouncing around. Is there a little bit of wear on the wheels and on the kick plate here? Yeah, a little bit, because I would drag this up and down curbs. But again, I have no complaints about the wear and how it held up with that. On the back, there's a spot for an ID card, which fits right in here. It comes with a little card. And I like the fact that that is tucked away in there, because I've had some of my other pieces of luggage where I would have my luggage tag hanging off the handle and actually got ripped off by the airline. And then what do you do if it gets lost and they can't figure out whose it is, although there is the airline tag that they put on it. But I still like to have that information. If someone needs to call you or email you, you can put that on that tag. EagleCreek logo up here, and there's some reinforcements on the edges here for some extra protection. The handle is tucked away in here in this little zipper. Before we get to the handle itself, first there is this little equipment keeper, which comes out of here. And this will affix to this little spot on the front of the bag here. And under here you can put a jacket, you can put whatever you need to. Also, you can use this to open bottles up here, so lots of uses for this. But if you're walking through the airport, you want to stick your jacket here, you don't want it to fall off, you can tuck that right on here and tuck that in there. Otherwise, this just tucks back into this little pocket out of the way. The handle is down in there, little button on the handle, and it comes up. The handle, when it's fully extended, is 42 inches. The handle, when it comes up, has several spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it depends on how tall you are, and you can drag it that way. The handle is 1 post. Because of that, you have to grab it like this. I do like the 2-post handles better on the larger bags, but that's going to take up some extra space on the inside of the bag. So on this bag, the 1-post handle is what you get because of the smaller size of the bag, and overall, it's fine for carrying it through airports. When you don't need it, that tucks back in there, and it zips out of the way, so it's secure and it's not going to get ripped off on things. There are 2 compression straps on the side here for compressing the bag down. You can open those up, and then on the front here there is a zippered pocket and that pocket goes the entire length of the front of the bag. And so you can fit in some extra clothes in there, whatever you need to, but a nice large pocket right down in there. As I mentioned, the bag expands, and that expansion zipper is back here. And that takes the bag from 65 liters to 70 liters. And there's the expanded version of the bag there. And when you don't need it, just tucks back out of the way. The main compartment zippers have these large zipper pulls so that if it's cold and you're wearing gloves, you can grab them nice and easy. That zips around to get on the inside. Before I show you the inside, let me show you that this bag is lockable. So you can put the two zipper pulls together here, and then you can take a TSA lock. You can loop it through those. You can loop it through this little piece here, and if you're so inclined, you can lock even that front one. You can lock all three together, and the bag is locked. So I always do that when I travel with the TSA lock. But otherwise, you can open the bag, and on the inside, my only complaint about this bag is that I wish there was a little bit more internal organization, because for the most part, it's a zippered mesh pocket here, which runs down the full length of that front part of the bag, and then the main compartment. I do wish there were some side pockets here or a small pocket here to put some small things in that you wanted to throw in your suitcase that you don't want moving around, or put another sack inside. So I do wish there was just a little bit more internal organization. Again, really my only complaint about the bag. So on the inside, here's the post for the handle, runs down the middle. And then they have what they call innovative compression wings. I don't use these, as you can see, because for me they're tucked back out of the way. But the way these things work is that you can loosen these up here. And after you pack your clothes or whatever else you're packing into the bag, these come out, these little wings move, and you can tuck your stuff down and kind of lock it under here so it won't move around. For me, I don't really use that. I don't think it's necessary, especially if you're packing your bag decently full. So for me, I just tuck them down out of the way. And I just have them kind of in place back here, tucked down behind the post for the handle. Again, you can use them, you can not use them, but they're there. One of their sort of innovative ideas, as it were. So how big is the inside of the bag? Let's have a look on what you can put in here. Here are a bunch of packing cubes. People always ask about the packing cubes I have in my videos, so let me just talk about it real quick. eBags medium packing cubes, I've got a ton of these. I've had these forever. They work well. And then I also have some of the EagleCreek packing cubes. These are the medium ones. The EagleCreek ones are a little bit thinner and lighter. They're kind of almost micro paper thin compared to the little bit more robust eBags ones, although I haven't had problems with durability with either of them. Size-wise, they are pretty close. The eBags one is just a little bit wider, you can see, but still both very durable. And then I do also have an REI one. If you don't use packing cubes, I can't recommend them enough because they keep the inside of your bags so well organized. Now, because there's this post in the middle here, what I will usually do is put something on something small. Here's another EagleCreek packing cube, small one. These small ones work great for underwear or socks or things like that. So I'll put these on the side here, take up a little bit of space next to this post. Let's put that there. Here's my raincoat, put that on the other side, and then pile the packing cubes on top of them. So how many packing cubes can you get in the back here? You could fit 3 back there, and the bag will still close fine. And then you can fit another one, just to figure out how many you can fit here. Another one up in front here. You can fit total 3 back here and 3 up here for a total of 6 medium packing cubes when you expand this. So just to show you, here it is with 2 and 2, still plenty of space. And then if you do the expansion, you're going to have a bunch more space. You can easily fit a 3rd packing cube up here. So you can fit a total of 6 medium packing cubes in this bag. Now, because the bag is a little bit wider than the packing cubes, there is some space over on the sides here that you could fit in some sandals or whatever other small, long stuff you might want to put on the side of the bag. I've had this bag pretty fully loaded. You know, when I went to Europe for 2 weeks, I had a bunch of stuff in it, and I had no problems with the weight. International trips are usually 50 or 75 pounds, depending on your airline, and this was always way under. This was always in the low 30s realm. Never had a problem with that. I've not been able to overload it because it's just not that big of a bag. The compression straps on the side here have these little keepers, which I appreciate, so you're not going to have a bunch of dangling of the straps. I like that. Overall, like I said, I've been extremely happy with it. I love the lightweight. I love the colors of it. It's been super durable. My only small qualm with it is that I wish it had a little bit more internal organization with a few small pockets on the inside. So check it out in all the sizes, the big sizes, the medium sizes, the smaller sizes, the carry-ons. Tons of options in this bag, tons of colors. Get the ones that work for you. Check it out, the EagleCreek Gear Warrior wheeled duffel bags.